I downloaded the Dataflash log and started looking at it. This is one of the logs from yesterday. And what I'm looking for in here is vibrations. And here under vibe, IMU 0 in the X, here's a graph of those vibrations. And they're down here around 1 or 2-ish, and they go as high as 30 up here. Well, I'm going to compare that to the graph from today. And the bottom again is around 2, but you can see the tops now is up at 7. Just a whole lot less vibrations. Let me put the X, Y, and Z for these two flights side by side. Not sure how well you'll be able to see this, but I've got the X and the Y vibrations up, and on the left is the flight from yesterday, and on the right is today's flight. So you can see on the X, the top two graphs, yesterday's flight, the tops were around 30, and most of the activity was down around 10 in vibrations. Well, after changing the prop, today's flight, the top of that's about 7. Most of the activity's down around 2. In the y-axis, the two graphs at the bottom, the first flight being on the left, the second flight today being on the right, the top of that's about 85, with a lot of the vibrations down between 20 and 40. After changing the prop today, that same graph, the top is 15, with most of the vibration activity between 5 and 7. And here's the z-axis. The top is about 30 on yesterday's flight, with the activity between 21 and 25. On today's flight, the top is 8, with activity between 4 and 8. That looks a whole lot better to me. But I'm not going to start jumping up and down and celebrating. It looks like that bent blade on the one prop was the big problem with the jello. I'm going to keep flying and testing stuff and keep coming back to this vibration. If jello pops back up again, I'm going to immediately come into the vibration in the Dataflash logs and compare it to what I've got right here to see what's changing. I think what I had there was just a bent blade on a prop causing the jello, and because I was in tuning mode, I was paying more attention to the tune and what you could do in the firmware rather than just looking at the physical props, motors, motor shafts, and such as that. So again, it's still raining today, so I can't get much more done today. But I do feel much better about the jello and the 5-inch. I feel almost as good about the 5-inch now as I do about the 7-inch. I think those two builds are quickly getting closed out, ready for good maiden flights, and lots, hopefully, of long-range flights where everything goes well. I need a break for a while. All right, guys. Thank you.